Ready to level up in 2025? Tune into Branding with Bex for insightful conversations, captivating guests, and practical tips. Whether you're on a walk, in the car, or getting ready in the morning, grab your headphones and let's dive into the world of branding together. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Branding with Bex. It's your host Bex here, and I'm so excited you decided to join me to talk about the impact of social media on consumerism today. As always, I love to set the stage for you guys, and today in my office, I actually have two VIPs to my fan club. Mr. Binks and Cece are actually joining me here today to learn all about the impact of social media on consumerism. As we can see, consumerism seems to be at an all-time high, which may make us wonder, how has social media added to this? In today's digital age, the constant exposure to curated lifestyles on social media platforms can create a sense of inadequacy and a desire for more. The relentless barrage of advertisements and influencers showcasing the next Amazon find can significantly influence our purchasing decisions, often leading to impulsive shopping habits. Note, I'm not an expert. This is not advice. I just think this is something that we should be discussing. This phenomenon raises questions about the psychology behind consumption. Are we truly buying products that we need, or are we simply trying to fill an emotional void? As we navigate through these influences, it's crucial to examine the underlying motivations for shopping behaviors and to recognize that the potential addiction can stem from this modern consumer culture. In a society where material possessions are often equated with success and happiness, many individuals find themselves caught in a web of consumer habits that can lead to excessive spending. This compulsive urge to shop can stem from various psychological factors, such as the desire for instant gratification, a way to cope with stress and anxiety, or even a need for social validation. As online shopping becomes increasingly convenient, the lines between casual purchases and addiction can start to blur, raising important questions about the impact of consumer culture on our mental health and well-being. With just a few clicks, individuals can access an overwhelming array of products. This ease of access not only fosters a culture of instant gratification, but it can also contribute to feelings of guilt or anxiety when overspending occurs. Understanding this is so important for fostering a healthy relationship with consumption in today's digital age. Many realize this, and there was a whole trend of no buy, and this no buy idea has really gained some traction on YouTube, Pinterest, and TikTok. No buy means taking breaks from shopping for a while to get your spending in check. This trend encourages individuals to reflect on their consumption habits and to prioritize financial stability over impulse purchases. Participants often share their experiences and strategies for resisting the urge to shop, and this really helps to foster a supportive community that values mindfulness and sustainability. With numerous success stories and creative alternatives to shopping being showcased online, people are discovering the benefits of this movement. Some include obviously saving money, others look at it from a reducing clutter perspective, and others look at it as a way to enhance their overall well-being. But is the no-buy trend a solution? Well, I'm not a psychologist or an expert, but there seems to be a strong argument that getting to the root emotional cause is the key in these situations. So, I wanted to ask some big questions as we chat about this. How can we, as content creators, not make things worse? And what can we do as content consumers to steer clear of these traps? Now, I want to be clear, I know a lot of our focus with content creation is on potentially selling your product or building your business, but I think there's really strategic ways to go about doing so that don't promote overconsumption. You don't want your product or service to get lost in the mix of so many others out there that are just constantly promoting and trying to sell. You want to create content that is strategic and selective, and as a creator, you also want to be strategic and selective with any collaborations that come through. It's important to recognize the influence you hold over your audience. By carefully curating partnerships, we enhance our credibility, we can provide honest reviews and real authentic conversations about what is a must-have product and what we may need, we may want, and this helps to ensure that our recommendations resonate with our followers. This approach encourages trust, it reinforces our role as thought leaders, and it ultimately fosters a more meaningful connection between us, the products that we endorse, and the consumers who rely on our insights. By prioritizing transparency and authenticity, we elevate our voices. This helps to pave the way for more informed and engaged audience members. Moving on, so what can we do as content consumers to avoid this trap? As we absorb and digest information, we can be very selective about who we choose to follow and to engage with. Give yourself time to make informed decisions before clicking that enticing buy button. Ask yourselves, why are you buying it? How useful is this? And if it's really necessary. Do you need it? Why? And who are you really buying it for? Are you buying it for you, or are you buying it for your followers to see you in it? By cultivating a more discerning mindset, we can empower ourselves to be mindful consumers and creators. I think this is a great opportunity right now. People love looking at thrift finds. They love looking to see what people are buying secondhand, shopping their closet tips, things along those lines. They also love to see a root return back to hobbies that don't include spending a lot of money on them. There has been a huge switch, and I think a lot of people are moving more towards the minimalist vibe, and I think that that's a great way to enhance your content strategy as we move into 2025. So this not only encourages thoughtful consumption, but it also helps to foster creativity and innovation in our own projects. How can you be more creative with your content creation? How can you stop pushing products that you maybe don't stand behind or you don't see a use for more than once or twice? And how can you as a content consumer be more conscious of what content you're consuming? And also the impact that it has on you. So I just wanted to have this conversation and to ask these questions and to see maybe as we move into the new year, you're looking to be a minimalist blogger, you're looking to share more value when it comes to your content collaborations. I recently did a week of capsule wardrobe pieces, and I thought this was really important, especially as I am transitioning my personal brand into a little bit more of a creative space for me. I was sharing pieces that women could wear over and over again. These are closet staples that can be worn in a variety of outfits. They all came at a reasonable price. This was something that showed products that are timeless, and it showed products that people can actually use. I think as you're selecting your partnerships, I know as an influencer firsthand, it can be so exciting to get a lot of different collaboration opportunities, but by being very selective and intentional with your content, you're not only helping your audience by not promoting overconsumption, but you're also strengthening your relationship with your audience. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I hope you enjoyed this podcast all about consumption and social media and the impact of social media on consumerism. If you enjoyed anything that we discussed today, I'd really appreciate it if you rated and reviewed, and I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Does the same time work for you?